here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Gueshwari Devi. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos, please check out my Patreon and YouTube members. It really helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. I'm going to give you just something that I've noticed, which is a pretty crazy technique that you can use in order to understand why you met someone and what event in the future is bringing you two together. And then from this information, you can decide, do I want to proceed with this relationship or not? Okay, so this is how astrology gives us a choice, and we can use prediction to have that choice. Okay, so when you meet someone and you're meant to be together, there's going to be a lot of planets that conjunct each other. So say, for example, say if I have Jupiter in Shawtee, say it's my ascendant lord, then most probably I'm going to meet someone who has a very prominent placement in that Shawtee, like moon, for example, could be sun, could be Rahu, and they're going to connect. But also in the D9 as well, you're going to have a lot of connections in the D9. Now, the more connections you have, that I've noticed anyways, the more connections you have in the birth chart, because there could be a lot in the D9, but if it's not in the birth chart, then it might not physically stay with you, but you have a destiny together which must be fulfilled. So if it's more in the D9, the destiny will be fulfilled at a certain period of time, but may not be for the life. But then if you have a lot in the birth chart and you have a lot in the D9, then it shows that your destiny is together for the physical world for a longer period, what I've noticed anyways. So say you have planets conjunct, so we're looking at the D1 and the D9, and then it could be like, say someone has sun and say Mula Nakshatra, right, in the D9, and then you have moon and Mula in your D1. You can look at that too together. So we look at these conjunctions together. Then we look into the future. So say, for example, right now, because Rahu's in Shawtee Nakshatra, and we go to our first example, say you have your ascendant lord Jupiter in Shawtee Nakshatra. This person has moon in Shawtee Nakshatra and they're conjunct. Then you look when Rahu or when Saturn are going to, or Ketu, conjunct these in the future after meeting this person. You go look. So these are the slow moving planets, the karmic planets. This is the ones we have to check out because that's going to show the destiny of why you met. And then we look at that nakshatra. So say, for example, Shawtee nakshatra. This has a lot to do, if we just go with the general things, it has to do with healing. It has to do with the stars. It has to do with the stage as well. So say you meet someone and you both have Shawtee, say you're both practicing astrologers, and then in the future, you can see that these planets go over there. Now, it can show that maybe all of a sudden you guys in this period of time, maybe you start working together, you start becoming astrologers together. And then this period can show that it either solidifies it or it brings some karma of you two working together in that particular field. For example, say it was in Dhanishta, okay? Say it was in Dhanishta, and you're both doing music together. And then you see 5 years down the road, Saturn goes into Dhanishta. Maybe that's when you both end up being authority type figures in this music industry together. Or there's some other karma depending on other placements. That can happen as well. Or you start having to work really hard together in your business. That can happen as well. So you look at these placements and then you look to the future because you're going to meet. Those are going to be conjunct 100%, but they're conjunct for a reason. What is the reason? And also you can look at positive planets. You can look at Jupiter. You can look at Venus as well when they transit over here. If you want a bigger picture, I was just showing you the most crucial events because then you have a choice. So also you can look at the pada that's it. The pada will tell you the story of what's going to play out because it will tell you specific stories. It could be a specific story about cheating. It could be a story about dealing. It could be things like that. There are unconscious things that can happen. So say there's a story about stealing in there, or in that nakshatra, for example, there could be a story about that. Or it's a story about property. Say a Shravana nakshatra, it's about property. And then you see a malefic going over there. Then you could see, okay, we may have a dispute about property in the next 7 years, for example, if we're still together. And that could be the reason why we met. Or if it's very soon and you have a dispute about property and you see that, then you could say, okay, maybe I shouldn't move in with this person in the next 6 months because we can have a dispute over property and that's going to happen. So this is how you use two charts together, and then you look to the future, and then you learn from the future before it even happens. And then you know how to go into it. Because it could be also a nakshatra about wealth, where there's a loss of wealth due to a business practice, for example. And then you both start a business together and then you both lose all this wealth. Or it's a crypto buy-in. This person asked you to do some kind of crypto thing with them. And then you can see when that transit happens, what's going to happen. You'll have to look at all the placements of it. But I'm just showing you a very easy example by using Saturn, Ketu, Rahu. And then especially if there's Saturn, Ketu there, then there can be definitely a loss or a split in direction. That could be an ending of a career that happens here, end of your reputation here that happens, or a split. You can see, okay, we're going to split up. And the chances are we split up at that time. You also have to look at what dasha you're in and make sure that you're running that dasha. But chances are you will be in that dasha because that's why you met. But then you can look at, okay, we're going to split. There's a chance we split in 2 years. Do I want to do this for 2 years? This is what I do whenever I meet someone. And that's the curse of astrology, because you're always going to know what's going to happen. And then it's up to you if you want to deal with that or not. But if you already know that karma, the thing is, the observer changes the chart. So if you already know that karma, chances are just by knowing that you won't have to go through it at all. It's not really a decision anymore. It's that you understood that karma, you learned it, and then that person will probably disappear from your life and then another one will come to replace it. So these are just things that I've been observing, which I thought were very interesting about reality. But I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.